Okay, I found some screws, and these are the same ones, just a little bit longer. Let's see if I can get that in there. I'm gonna try the bottom one. Hold our breath and see what happens. I think that worked. Feels a little tighter. I can still spin it a little, but I'm gonna go ahead and do it anyways. See, that felt good. There. Yeah. Okay. Now we got to go back around there and see if I can't get the hinge pin back in. That could be tricky. That could be tricky, huh? See, I'm just pushing. Look at that. See, I just went over here like this and took my hand and pushed on it. Got that back on. When I close this, see how much. Let's get this off here. See the gap here now? Look, fix that. I fixed that. Got that tighter. That looks good. In fact, you know, that's a nice gap right there. See? But now I'm still going to work on this hinge. Push that over a little bit. That looks good up there. Yeah, it sure does. You know, I could almost let that go. I think I could let that go. I don't think I could have to do anything. Well, I'll put one screw in there. I think that will get my gap a little bit better right in there, but I could live with that. So I know I just have to put one screw behind the hinge, just at the top, not at the bottom either, because the bottom gap is fine. Just right up there. And I don't think I'm going to move it much, but I'm looking up there. Everything looks really good. I don't want to get it any closer to the jamb there. See there? Whoever installed this didn't do a very good job. See how big of a gap they have there? And if I suck that hinge, if I take that hinge and suck it over, it's going to raise this door up again. It's going to hit the top. You know? That's what I don't want. And look how close it is to the edge right there. I don't think it's ever going to rub now. Rub-a-dub-dub. But I might want to push that over at the top just a hair. And because I have this big gap here, I don't really want to take screws and put screws in there, because that could suck it over, but it could also suck the door jamb over further and even create a bigger gap. So I'm going to do something slightly different. So because I know the condition of this, I want to get this door slid over to the right a little bit extra, and it may just barely rub up there. I can shave that off with my rasp. And because I'm going to take the door off, I'm going to fix this one here too. Okay. All right, work in progress. It's all looking pretty good, but there's more I need to do. Stick with me. We'll get this door working primo. It's almost like you're helping me with this project, and I might as well run the video camera. This is, you know, even if I wasn't running the video camera, I would still do the same thing that I'm showing you here to do on this door. Okay? The next step is I'm going to pop this door off. My nail set. And I'm just going to pop these pins up a little. already made the determination, once I take this door down, what I'm going to end up doing, I'm going to put a screw and suck that in. And I could do that with the door up, but there's a trick I'm going to do up there. And I've already showed you before, but if you haven't watched those videos, and besides that, I'm doing a little bit different on this door than those other doors. I got to be careful with these hinge pins. I'm just taking my electrical cutters, grabbing onto the pin, and using that to hammer on. And I've noticed on this one that there's a lot of carbon stuff on there, so I got to be careful with these pins. I don't want to put those on the carpet, okay? Or else I'd get marks on the carpet. That would be a bad no-no. I'm trying to not handle them any more than I have to. I used to do it with a screwdriver and hold it, and I get stuff all over my fingers. As it is, I've already got some stuff on there. Before I do that, I'm going to hold this about there, put my foot on that, just because, just in case I could have let it go. See? I got a rag here to keep my fingers clean. Pull that off. I got to be careful because there's a soffit here. I don't want to gouge it up. Now I can lower this door down, put it up against the wall, and have the wall hold it so I can work on it. Now, I probably shouldn't do it right on that edge. I guess I gotta get it lower. This hinge is loose. I have to remember that that's the top. I'm gonna just put that over here. Lean it gently up against the wall. Okay. All right. That's the next step to your project. Now what? Not quite sure why this hinge was loose, but see, it's just, these screws are just spinning too. Generally, you don't have that problem on hinges on the actual door. You know? Let's see, that was the bottom of the door. That's the one I fixed. I'm going to have to do something with that. The top one's good. So I guess on that one, I might as well work on that. I've got the extra screws, remember? I've got extra, these are like 1.5 inches. I'm just going to take 2 off first, so I don't have to hold the hinge. These seem to hold better now. Because they're going deeper in, even though this is a hollow core door, the side style is probably about 1.5 inches wide. And these other screws were only going 3/4. So I'm grabbing into the side style. Because see, hear that? That's where the side style is in the door. That's hollow. Solid from here up, hollow from there down. See? If that was a solid core door, you could put these in as well, not have any issues. So I could even hear it when it hit more solid. Okay, so I just fixed those hinges. You can check it. That feels nice and snug. There's a bug in a rug. And we're off to our next little bit. What is our next little bit? You remember, we're gonna work on this hinge right here. We're gonna take that, I'm gonna take that off. Let's just hold you right like that. I'm gonna take this off now, and I'm gonna drive this in with some longer screws. And if that was the only thing I was doing, I could have done that with the door on, couldn't I have? But because the door's down, I'm just gonna do that. And I'm gonna take my drill bit, my bigger one. Usually I use about an 1/8 inch drill bit. Put it on high, make sure you're going in forward. I'm gonna put it up towards this edge and down here. Angle it so I hit the stud, not the edge of the sheetrock. Oh, my phone's going off. You just hang on to that, and that tightens up your chuck. This happens to have a little slide on. I never really use that. It's kind of designed to put a screw in like that, and then you can put that over it and hold it like that, and that kind of helps you. I don't usually use that. This one just happens to have a slide. Most of the time I just have one with a magnetic tip on it. I don't like using that. I don't know why. I don't need it. I'm really getting torque on it because I'm right there. I want to make sure that that's flush, at least flush, or sticking into the wood. It didn't really go into the wood very far there. Look at that, it's just spinning. I might have to angle that or use a longer screw. This one was hitting. Nope. I'm gonna grab some 3-inch screws. See if that's gonna do it. I just happen to have some. I usually use 3-inch or 2.5, and usually 2.5 is fine. I may have to angle it a little bit more, pre-drill that, but I'm going to just see. Look, it's just spinning. I'm not sure what's going on with that. Usually that doesn't happen. What's the deal? Okay. Let's try it again. Is that the right bit? Yeah, that's the right bit. I'm going to put it right there, and I'm going to angle it a little bit more. Sure feels like I'm hitting wood there. I want to remember where my screws are for the hinge are those, so I don't want to get too close to those. I'm actually hitting, and that seemed like I'm hitting good stuff. I'm gonna try my 2-inch again. Not sure what happened there. You know? Boy, oh boy. 2.5 inch. That's definitely hitting. It doesn't seem like I can get it in all the way. That one went in fine. Let's see if I had some shorter screws, I could use the 1 5/8 or so. But because the head's not going in there, I've got another trick. And that trick because that screw is going in there fine. It's just, it's a little too long. I'm going to take a big fat drill bit. I'm just going to countersink this. I don't have a countersink tip, and you got to be careful. You don't want to do this too much. And you know what you could do is you could put this on reverse, on high, and it's not really drilling. You're just pushing it into the wood. Let's try that first. So I'm backward. It's going backwards, but I'm digging into the wood anyways. Just a little bit, but probably not enough in this case. I could go fast. I'm gonna go kind of slow and not push too much on it. See, that's already dug in a little bit, and that should allow that tip. Let's see if it allows it to go in. Use the same 2.5. Oh. What else could I do? Good grief. That's where I wanted to get it up tighter. And how else could I do that using this screw? I could break the bottom of it off. And that's going to be a little tricky, because it's not going to want to score, but I'm just scoring the screw like that, because it's too long. And if I was on the concrete, I could take this and kind of whack on it, but I have a pair of pliers here. Okay, and I can see if I can snap that off. We'll see. Boy, I'm even bending the screw, it's not snapping. These are hard to cut off. Okay, how else can I do that? See, I bent the screw. That's a big. There, I can do it with my right hand. That should snap off. There. See there? Look at that. It's slightly crooked. But look. But I've already got it drilled in there. See that? I could maybe hang on to this and bend it a little bit. Try to get the screw to work. There. Look at that. I MacGyvered it. I Joe Guyvered it instead of MacGyver. Now I can put it in there because I've already got the threads going. It's shorter. I've countersunk that a little bit, and I'm just going to use this screw. Come on, baby. There it goes. There. You like that? I know you do. I like that. I'm sure that moved over far enough. Let's see if these are all, if these screws are all tight, or I've got to put a longer screw in somewhere. I think they're, yeah, there's, well, that's not bad. Okay. Wow. Whew. Okay. Are we ready to put the door back up? No, we're not. One more thing we have to do with that top hinge. That top hinge is going to be fine, but I'm going to do something over here to this top hinge. And I've already done it on another door. I just have to see this next bit. Stick around. You're going to like this trick.